Welcome to Great Gadgets and Gear. Okay, this is going to be a little tutorial on how to find replacement knobs for your range. Okay, so I purchased a Whirlpool range, model number, I believe it's WFG 505 MOBS, and it came with these black and gray 100% plastic knobs. It gives you a high, medium, and low, and a little swipey thing. Very, very inferior product in my opinion. Most used part on your range, and it is the cheapest plastic and just not very precise for the controls. So kind of disappointed with Whirlpool on that. You would think they would do a better job on the most used part of your range. But anyways, I'll keep these for later use. In the meantime, I went on Amazon and I purchased a set, there's the number, of a stainless steel version. Now I looked at all the reviews and stuff on these, and there was some conflicting stuff. People said they were stainless steel, other people said they're not, they're plastic. There was pictures of them melted. So just to confirm what I suspected, I purchased the set because they're actually my only option for my particular range. And I'll explain why. So they're advertised as stainless steel. They are, is it true? Yes and no. Open this back up. Sorry, I've done this video a few times here. Okay, the base is stainless steel. So I guess they can't really cry that it's false advertising, but it is. The base is stainless steel. The housing is plastic. You have a chrome plastic piece, which at least does give you high, medium, low, but it also gives you numbers for more precise control. But it has this bent over piece of plastic that's colored to supposedly look like stainless steel, which it doesn't. It's a gray color, more gray color. And this one has a chip in it, so you can see it's actually black underneath. Stainless steel doesn't have black underneath. But the weight of it kind of fools you at first because it is heavyweight because the base is stainless steel. These range in price. They come from China. You can get them anywhere from 29 bucks up to 35 bucks. Okay, now, the most important thing here is to try to find the correct replacement. What you're going to need is the part number of the original knob. It's not so much, it's easier if you stick with the brands, Whirlpool, GE, whatever, but you don't have to. As long as you have the part number for this, you can look up the specifics of this knob. And that'll tell you the circumference of the knob, which this one's advertised at 2 inches circumference, at 1.5 inches in height, the tallness of it. And then this one you can't see too well, so I'm going to use this one. But the D-ring in the bottom, this is where it actually hooks up to your appliance, the control knob. That is the most important part to know. This particular one is 0.24. You have to get the exact measurement or they're not going to fit. They're going to be too big or they're going to be too small. That was the case for a lot of the reviews on Amazon people had complained about. So once you have that part number and you get those specifics, you can look up any knob you want. Just make sure that it shows you that measurement. The height is really not that important. It's particular preference. The circumference is a little bit to a degree. You don't want them too small or you're going to see the adjustment screw that sits behind there. So not a good look. And you don't want them too big because it'll just look silly if they're too big. Another important feature that you have to keep in mind when you're purchasing this. This was purchased for a front push-on range, not the top drop-down. There is a difference in the position of the off. On the push-on, the off is positioned in the up position. On some of them, not all of them, but the countertop ones where you push down, the off is actually facing you, depending on your stovetop. But what that affects is the position of this D-ring. For the push-on one, the D should be in the down position, and there's an arrow up there that shows you it's in the down position. So it will push on correctly and operate correctly. Okay, so those are the most important measurements to keep in mind. So So now, as far as the look, the price, you know, is it worth getting, whatever. You know, if they melt, of course, yeah, I'm going to be disappointed and, you know, kind of upset to spend 30 bucks on something that melts. But the original that came with it is really thin, cheap plastic. So if this is going to melt, this is going to melt for sure. So I was willing to take the risk. But at least it does have the metal base. So for the $29 that I spent with the discounts, they're shipping me out new ones though because of the chip. We'll see how it holds up. I mean, they're going to wear. They're plastic. They're going to get scratched up. The numbers printed on here are going to wear off. The only good thing about this plastic synthetic stainless steel is no fingerprints. Like the chrome gets all kinds of fingerprints. But so that should work out pretty well. So as far as the visual look, let's I'll take you over here and give you a look. This is the range I purchased, and it's a mix of black and stainless, and you can see the difference in the look of the black and the stainless. You know, it pops off more. I kind of like that look. I wish they would have matched up color-wise a little better, but again, this is an inexpensive range. It was 700 bucks. By the time I got done and out the door, I paid $550 for it. Don't ask me how I did that. But anyways, I like the pop-off look better. So the stainless on this is inferior too. This is not the fingerproof kind. It gets fingerprints all over it. But again, it was a quick fix. My wall oven, excuse me, which is a Kenmore, had busted 3 times. The motherboard kept burning out, burning out, burning out. It was getting really expensive, and the oven's really small. So I'm like, forget it. I'm just gonna rip apart my cabinet there. The cabinet was 39 inches, so I'm gonna build a like a little spice rack cabinet to fill that gap in there. So anyways, back to the knobs. A couple things to keep in mind. The original knob, they are loose and wobbly. They have so much play in them, and I don't understand why they have that either. But the replacements do as well. I don't think they're, no, they're about equal. Another thing, when you push these on, these two I pushed on really, really far. The last one I didn't push it on as far. I think I was trying to cover up that screw thing. But the problem is you have to push in to ignite. So now I'm pushing in up against the stove. You don't want to do that because you're going to scratch it. So this one, you don't. It's not coming in contact. So I need to back these 3 off. So that's something to keep in mind. Don't force them and push them all the way on, because they are going to be a pain now to try to back them off. So keep in mind. But they do function perfectly. There's no effort at all to turn them. You just have to push in before you turn them, because if you don't, they won't turn. So you push in, turn them, nice and easy. Pretty nice control. That way you can pick your numbers when you're cooking. So works pretty good. So again, personal choice. The black and gray I'll keep for when the other ones get scratched up. I can put them on. Hopefully at that point I can find some real, I don't even know if they make solid stainless steel handles. I mean, I'm sure they must, and they're probably really expensive, but again, it's an inexpensive stove, something to get me by. So there you go. I hope this video was informative for you. I hope it helps you on your search to replace your knobs, to help you find the correct ones. Happy hunting. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'll do whatever I can to help you out. And I hope this video was informative for you. Alright, stick around. I will be back with some more videos. I just got to find some more stuff to review. Alright, take care.